this is Dr. Jeff Kim and off to Washington, D.C. for Coast to Coast.
Good morning. So I'm so looking forward to advocating for our students in IUSD.
So one of the most important things we could do as board members is to advocate for our students.
Given such an uncertain time in education for our country, I want to make sure that our most vulnerable students are getting the entitlements and the protection and the funding that they deserve.
So we're off today to visit the federal government to talk about education.
I'm also excited to learn about how this all works in our federal government.
The education of our students and the support we get from both our state government and federal government.
And how we can have a voice and how to use our voice.
Looking forward to hearing what's actually happening.
Looking forward to a lot of deep learning and a lot of getting to know other board members and administrators and getting to see our Capitol.
And I'm looking forward to asking the hard questions, being part of the process, and making a difference for each and every one of our students.
Destinations across the globe, made possible by our...
The flight was about a little over 4 hours, and now we're about less than 20 minutes away from Reagan Airport, headed down to Washington, D.C. I've heard one educational leader call educational leaders like trip tabs. Just small changes making a big difference. And I think that's a Pentagon over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to be the first to welcome you to Washington, D.C. at our local time, 3:30.
In Reagan National Airport
In Washington, D.C.
So we've got our luggage, and now we're in the Uber that's taking us to our location. Wow, passing by our Capitol right there. Amazing. Here we are at the Capitol building, Washington, D.C., and it makes me think of why I ran to begin with. I wanted a space with greater belonging. I wanted to see the soft skills in schools. I want to see the whole community coming to celebrate and support our schools through partnership. And we all want to do this. But sometimes we come to places where decisions have to be made and we don't allocate the resources. And when we think about our students, some of our students with the greatest needs, are there sports there to help them to win? And so as I think about the future, as I think 1 year from now, 10 years from now, 100 years from now, where will that money best be spent? Well, I'm gonna let them know that it's in education.
So I'm looking forward to this week, and as I'm standing here in front of the Capitol, it's giving me a little bit of pause. You know, one of the big things we do as school board members is advocate, and this is giving Jeff, Katie, and I the ability and the opportunity to advocate for each one of our students.
Here at the Capitol building, thinking of you all. So we're looking at the House of Representatives, Capitol, Senate. All right, everybody, this is the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land.